Are you ready to take up arms against Iran for the billionaires? And I'm addressing you, American soldiers and conscripts, and the British military as well. Are you ready for that? Now, there's just so much to unpack here. Since Iran has now launched its counter-offensive against Israel, and it's Donald Trump's birthday, and there ain't nowhere a Marilyn Monroe to sing him happy birthday to you. No, in a very slow and seductive fashion. I'm sure he'll be getting some AI e-cards, that he will. Now it's supposed to be the 250th anniversary of the American military, but you know, we know what it's really about. Now there was reports that it could cost around 20 to 45 million, and now they're saying it could cost as much as $90 million for this birthday party. And then there's the negotiations going on between the United States and Iran. Now Iran knows full well that the United States is complicit in the attacks from Israel on the nuclear facilities in Iran. Now you could argue that Israel might have a point regarding Iran having nuclear missiles, for instance. But many of these facilities that have been used were for medical research, stuff that everybody could have, they've had some good breakthroughs as well, everybody could have benefited from. Or was that just a lie? Now, when Donald Trump was at the old Kennedy Center, for which now he is the chairman for, yeah, exactly, he sacked everyone, didn't he, there? The Philistine is now the chairman for the Kennedy Center of Arts. You know, it's just the irony. There's just so much irony to unpack here. He said that you will find out soon regarding Israel. Will Israel attack Iran? Because, you know, there were the rumours, so to speak. Now, did the United States did Trump give Netanyahu the go-ahead? Now, in the past, let's be fair. The United States says, well, you mustn't do this, you mustn't do that, but then they say nothing afterwards. It happens. Israel does whatever they want, and then, unfortunately, everyone else has to pay the price. You got to remember, there's ordinary people just trying to get on with their lives are all caught up in this. The people who will be picking up arms to defend either their country or other countries defending their countries, such as American and UK military. There's a possibility there in the UK as well. Well, we need a regime change in Israel. Let's be honest. Netanyahu is a bad actor. He isn't trying to defend the Israelis, Israeli Jews. No. He's not. He's defending his place in government. That's what he's about. He knows full well when he loses his control, and that will happen at some point, that he's going to go to jail. We can only but hope, can't we? The man has been ensuing, he's been on a mission, hasn't he? He's been on a mission of genocide in Gaza. He don't care that he's killing children. And that's something I just can't come to terms with in any war. I just wish everybody could just get on, personally, you know. I don't know what to say, really, regarding... Because this is all about power and where the power lies. Who are we fighting for? When we go to war, who are we fighting for? Are we fighting for our survival like we were in the Second World War? Where 1930s Germany and Hitler and what have you, and Das Camp and all that, you know, it's Mein Kampf, and how he wanted to inflict genocide on the Jewish people and the disabled and the blacks, pretty much anyone who wasn't Aryan. That's what he was about. And it feels to me that it's just history repeating itself with Donald Trump as the President of the United States. And now you're celebrating his birthday. And you're paying for it. The taxpayers in the United States are paying for Donald Trump's birthday party, disguised as a military parade for the military. Meanwhile, you have... Now, I'm going to tell you one thing now. Please hit the like button anyway here, because I'm probably going to show you something and I'm probably going to get demonetised, because I've already put this video clip on my channel and it got demonetised. I don't even know why, apart from Donald Trump is mentioned and the military's mentioned.
It's fucking wild to me that we're having a military parade for a draft dodger. Meanwhile, I'm over here as a 100% service-connected disabled combat veteran who's going through a fucking apprenticeship using my GI Bill, and in March, I got a fucking letter saying that my GI Bill was being suspended. That's fucking great.
Considering that YouTube now does allow swearing and what have you, and the F word, yet they've demonetised it. The only thing I can make out from this is censorship and control. There's just so much irony going on here, you know, and double standards. When are we going to stand up against it? Yes, there's protests in the United States, right across the United States. And today, there are protests, well, the No King protests. Because Donald Trump wants to be the king. It won't be the Ming vase, it'll be the Trump vase, if you know what I mean. It'll be a dynasty of the Trump family. This is a hostile takeover in the United States. You do realise this, don't you? And all those tanks that have been heading to Washington DC for his birthday party, some of these tanks are in other places. Now, organised protests in Oakland, I believe. Why is there tanks there? There's a tank there. Now, these negotiations between Iran and the United States. Now, you could argue this is Donald Trump's strong-arm tactics to try and bend their arm into submitting to their way regarding what the United States wants in these negotiations. You can imagine it, can't you? What would be in these negotiations? Oh, we want access to your, we want 50% of your mineral deposits. Or something like that. You know, it'll be something outrageous. Iran is never going to agree to. So, the United States, the way I see it, is the United States has used Israel as a proxy, considering these are laser-guided missiles and what have you they've been using to attack 20-odd thousand missiles were redirected from Ukraine to Israel, by the way. They used to attack these centres, these what they say are nuclear development and what have you, and they're in apartment blocks apparently. Work that one out. But also the Israelis managed to smuggle in munitions and drones into Iran. So everything was well placed, it's all planned, it's been planned for some time. Just like well, I suppose, you know, except that they got more of a moral reason to do it, regarding Ukraine and the Spiderweb mission, where they smuggled in drones into Russia. That one I understand, they're defending themselves, destroying Russia's ability to attack them, but Russia's already attacked Ukraine. Iran has actually been well, now, leave us out of this. We don't want to know about this. Leave us alone, alright? Until you attack us. So Israel attacks them. Okay, you could argue about the like I say, regarding these nuclear facilities. Whether you'd want them to have any kind of nuclear processing or what have you, the ability to build a bomb, you know. But where was the United States under Donald Trump's presidency, when North Korea is doing exactly the same. And what they got now? Ballistic missiles, nuclear bloody missiles. Long range. And now they're launching ships. Not once, but twice. The same ship. Because the first time it capsized. And about a week later, they managed to launch, repair it and launch. That's not going to be a good ship, is it? No. The thing was on its side. That's put it under all sorts of stresses. You can't do a full survey in that time. That's not possible. I've worked in the marine industry and that's just not possible. Anyway, they've relaunched it, so that'll probably sink. It's all about how you are perceived. And it's the same with who's the biggest power, who's wielding the biggest stick. Now, we all know that the United States pretty much is wielding the biggest stick, but the problem is who's holding that bloody stick? It's Donald Trump. And the man's a fucking idiot. He can't hold a coherent sentence, let alone a coherent thought. He just runs at the mouth, he does. It's the people that are hiding behind him and using him as their shield, effectively. People like Stephen Miller and others. Now, should Iran have retaliated? Well, obviously they're going to retaliate, aren't they? It's a show of arms, and it's a show of strength. But could this escalate? Yeah, of course it could escalate. Could the US military be drawn into this? Yes, probably, most definitely. Could the UK military be drawn into this? A little bit less likely, but yes, quite likely. Are you willing to pick up arms against Iran? I know I'm not. No, they probably won't want me anyway because I'm a physical wreck. But you know. What do you reckon? Please leave it in the comments down below. And are we all being censored as well to control the narrative? Because I certainly am. Every other video now has been demonetised on this channel, so if you could support the channel, it would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, it's just going to disappear. I can't carry on like this. It's getting ridiculous. You know, this video here is probably going to be demonetised. I can't actually speak my mind on this channel and be honest with you without being demonetised, it seems. Now, whether I'm being picked on, I don't know. Maybe I've said things in the past, I don't know. Maybe it's a case of they've demonetised some of my videos and now I become up on the list and all of a sudden they... I hadn't had any strikes recently, but I've been demonetised, as in not suitable for all advertisers. Yet other channels out there spouting a load of lies, what have you, are full of bloody advertising. So, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, there are links down below if you are interested. We're all doing rewilding here in France, so that's something positive. If you want to take advantage of that, make you feel good about yourself, plant a tree. And we'll put a sign with the tree. Anyway, there's links down below if you want to know about that, more about that. But also, please just boop the old like button, you know. Please, please, please. And please get to the end of the videos if you can. I know some of them are a bit long. Just let them play in the background if you have to. Please. It all helps, you know. Anyway. Oh dear. We're all being fucking controlled. We are the pawns in their little game. And whose game is it? They're fucking billionaires. Toodaloo.